And when I go more up, you can hear the bass line. And the sound of the handpan, it's slowly taking the characteristic of those sounds and put it on itself. So, as you can see, today I have a guest, Akshay, which came for playing a handpan session. Handpan or hand drum that you were saying?
Handpan.
Handpan, yeah. And basically, I always wanted to collaborate with a handpan musician to connect Ableton and the sound of the handpan and make, some sort of, weird sounds out of it. And I met Akshay at Morgi Market 2 weeks ago when we were playing. And so we decided, come to my place and we're gonna record. So Akshay, he's gonna play like a live session, and then we're gonna record some singular sounds, and then we're gonna process them into Ableton and we're gonna see what we're gonna do. Okay. Okay, so in this tutorial, I wanted to focus mainly on how to change the sound of the handpan in a sound design aspect. Meaning that the sound of the handpan, it's going to be slightly changed from its original sound to something slightly otherworldly. In the first example, it's called wet drip delay. I'm using a echo plugin connected with an auto filter and 4 LFO devices that are modulating the frequency and the resonance of the auto filter and the internal equalizer of the echo, so that every delay hit, it's always different and has this shadow quality in it. And also I added this reactor dub Echo Mania 2 effect, which top it up with something really beautiful. So let's play. So the third example, it's a Cascade delay. So in this example, it's a delay with different slapsticks that are changing into different pitches. Here I'm using a Reactor FX, again, Echo Mania 2 with different settings, a hybrid reverb, an OTT, and a Guitar Rig psychedelic effect delay. So the unique sound effect of this is going to be sounding like a waterfall of sounds coming one after another. So in the next example, I'm using Morph 2. Morph, it's a real-time plugin for structural audio morphing, the sonic equivalent of one object slowly changing its shape to become a different object. Opens up a whole new universe of sound to explore, creating seamless morphing transition, new hybrid sounds that combine aspects of existing ones, physically impossible instruments. So when you want to use Morph, you need to load the VST into the sound that you want to change, in my case, the handpan. And then I created a group, and this group I connected to the Morph. So I'm going to give you an example of the two sounds that Morph is going to change to. So the first one is a normal bass line. Just a simple sine wave bass line. And the second one, it's drums. So both of those sounds are connected to Morph. So let's play. So as you can see, the sound started from here. It's the original one, and as I'm going up on the crossfade, it's slowly changing, becoming the drums, And when I go more up, you can hear the bass line. And the sound of the handpan, it's slowly taking the characteristic of those sounds and put it on itself. So I can create a beat, a song out of this just by playing with the morph. I can change the formats and the eternal reverb. And when I go back to bottom left, I come back to the original sound. And here it's the beat and the bass together. The magic, it's in the middle, in this area. So with Morph, you can really take the sound and elevate it to a different dimension. So the next example is the handpan kick drum. In the video, Akshay is hitting the bottom of the handpan. He just turned it upside down and is playing the whole, and that creates a lot of low-end energy, which with some effect, you can change it into a kick drum. I added a bunch of effects for creating this. So first of all, I took one of the hits of the handpan and I put it on my 808 drum rack. Then to create this effect, I added a lot of stuff. So I added an echo, a drum bass, an effect rack from Sound Toys with a bunch of filter frake Panman Echo Boy. Then I added another sound toy, the Decapitator, and then I added doubler drums, which I made a tutorial here, and altogether it sounds like this. And I can also pitch it up and down. And then, just for the sake of it, I added the 808 snare to, Next one we have ARP. So in here, I just drag and drop the entire audio recording into the simpler and slice the transient and added an arpeggiator. And it goes like this. So let's zoom on the simpler. As you can see, I changed the transient to start to every hit of the handpan. And with the arpeggiator, I can and then you can create a new different place of the handpan. So the last example comes from Paul Extreme Stretch. So this plugin, it's a sort of legend in the underground community. Paul Sound Extreme Stretch, it's a program for stretching the audio, as the name suggests, and it's suitable for extreme sound stretching of the audio, like 50 pair, and applies a special effect, spectral smoothing, to the sound. It can transform any sound and music to a texture. So in our case, we have Akshay performance here. I'm just gonna play the segment. I can stretch the sound of this performance to an infinite ambient pad. Let's start. So this is the stretch amount. As I'm raising the number, you can hear that the sound becomes more stretched out. And if you want to spice up stuff, you can add a reverb on the return. In my case, I'm using a little plate from Sound Toys. So let's put it on, just to give even more tail. So if I go 13%, you can even see here that it's moving really, really slowly, the playhead. And also, if I want to, I can also pitch shift the sound. And there are so many other parameters, but I'm not gonna go through them because it's gonna be a lot, but I've made a tutorial here that you can watch. Also, there is a curiosity about this plugin. I saw the other day that basically the Batman, the latest Batman film, in particular the Batmobile sound, has been created using pole stretch. So I will put the link here to watch that video that talks about it. So they took a song from Justin Bieber and they stretched it 80% more, and it basically sounds like something else completely. And the sound designer of the film had this brilliant idea to use it as the sound of the Batmobile, and it really works. So this is the Handpan performance of Akshay, and as you can hear, it become an ambient piece, you know, an abstract piece coming from as your subconscious, something like that. And I can even stretch more. I can even go to 20%, 29%. And it's just beautifully done. So this plugin is for free. I will put the link in the description on how to get it. And you can also make a donation to Paul, which is the creator of the plugin. And I think that would be the case because, you know, just by giving this plugin for free, he gave the possibility to many sound designers to do magic. And the last one, it's Scary Handpan. I call it Scary Handpan because you will hear soon. So with this one, I inserted one of the hits from the Handpan into the BitLab instant sampler here that you can see, which gives me a different way of interpretation of sampler. It's just not like a simpler or a sampler from Ableton. It plays slightly different. And then I combine it with the Reactor FX VHS, which I made also a tutorial here. It's a free Reactor FX, but you need to own Reactor in order to get it. It's incredible. So the first is I just gonna remove the Reactor. So that's the way it sounds. You can hear the sound is becoming a bit like a broken VHS. And then we added some reverb here. It creates a sort of nice... I will put some chorus. So it's really beautifully haunting. So yeah, here we are at the end of the video. And I have to say it was a pleasure to collaborate with Akshay and to work on the sounds together. And, you know, I always wanted to do the Handpan Ableton combination. It's something that I always wanted to manipulate. But for now, I will upload on another video a performance of Akshay. I asked him to play a performance, which is completely different than this tutorial. I added some of those magic delay and reverb. So that's everything for today. Thank you for watching, and as always, please like, subscribe and comment my video. And you can join my Patreon as well, which features a lot of goodies. Thank you, and see you on the next one.